This is Jupiter, and today's manga is Jagaan. Now, Jagaan is you could say it's a manga about desire. And the real title, there's many titles to this. The real title that they chosen, yeah, nah, fuck that. I ain't pronouncing that. I'm not doing that. It's an action manga, and its author's name is Kenshiro, and the artist's name is Nishida, and the art is pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the art is like some top tier stuff right there. That is what attracted me the most to the manga. The thing is that when it dives into like that desire type stuff, that is when shit gets a little bit crazy. You have your main character right here called Shintaro, and Shintaro, he's a he's a type of guy where I'll just give you this one thing. One time he was called into to take care of some drunk people loitering, and they were giving him shit. They were like, "Yo, man, you're freaking lame. I'll never be like you, man." And I'm like, "The fuck?" But he played it off, and he had like a fake smile that like they just like realized like, "Hey, man, you're just smiling stuff to not have any confrontation." And he has that, but in his mind, he wants to fucking switch these motherfuckers like real fucking quick. He wants to fucking unload, dump a mag into their face, and for some reason wants to like just shoot, headshot the hell of his girlfriend. And that is when it's like, okay, this guy got some issues. While he was like contemplating, like, because he had to take care of the problem. So he took care of the problem. Then he went back to his station, and he was just complaining about how his girlfriend is like, how he's not really like sure if he should marry her or anything. And they've been together for so long that she's gonna be looking for marriage. And one of the police women's were like, "Yo, you should just end that shit. Like, why the fuck are you here? Why the fuck are you in the relationship if you're like pussyfooting around and shit? Just end it." And he was like, he then put on the fucking fake smile again and be like, "Yo, I would think about it," or some other shit. But while he was with his girlfriend, he's just thinking about how his life is, and how, oh, it's gonna be like, how he's gonna have kids, how he's gonna grow old, and how he's gonna be in the grave, and it's just gonna be an average life. But to him, it's fucking boring. It's like the lamest shit. And I could I could just say it's like some midlife crisis type shit. Like, it's just, hey, you're just gonna settle down. Oh well, like, it's not that much or that big of an issue. But to him, yeah, it pretty much is. And that would have been his life, or his, struggle. But no, because now we got motherfucking frogs coming out of the fucking sky. Out of nowhere, there's just fucking frogs coming out of the fucking sky. And they have like human hands and human feet, and like some of them have like fucking horse legs. And like there's many varieties of them. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? How did this transpire? No one knows. But it's here now. It's like we're being invaded by the god of Kek for some reason. But hey, yep, we have frogs. And the worst thing about the frogs is they can go into your freaking body, go right in through your skin like some beetle ass fucking mummy shit. And like, I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What happened? And then the craziest thing is that it will turn you into a fractured human, or like a fractured being. And the people that like, you know, are able to have like powers and stuff like that are like half fractured beings that their desires just come out, but not in the way that they want it to. Like, for example, you have this man that when he gets drunk, he gets superhuman strength, but it's like you gotta stay away from him or he'll hit you. Like domestic abuse that they're referring to. Or this one dude that was just about to jump off a building, but then his desire mid drop just he just wanted to be saved. Like he regretted it, so then he turned into like, you know, a mush or jelly or like some type of liquid material. But yeah, it's kind of like that. And then here goes like the fully fractured ones, and I'll give you like this one example of them because most of the fully fractured ones are pretty interesting. Like there's this one guy that his hidden desire is to just to fucking scream at people and to belittle people. So he turns into this fucking weird, I can't even say tongue looking thing that's just slicing up people like it's nothing but butter. He's looking at this and he's like, what am I looking at? Like, what type of thing, the movie thing type of amalgamation is this shit? And on top of that, you know how many are there? There are, you would think to yourself, is it like 1,000 because there's like a lot of them in the sky? No, it's not even 1,000, it's not even 3,000, it's not even 5,000. There's like 9,000 of them that's scattered across the world. And then there's this companion of the main character, which is like an owl called Dokuchan. And I'm not gonna lie, he's a pretty cute bird. I'm not gonna lie, he's helpful. Because the thing is that he eats the frogs, and then he produces like a drug that the main character has to sniff or like consume so that he doesn't turn into a fully fractured human. So like he's using all of the powers, but you know, his desire will take control like fully, and then he'll just go full. It's like going full on feral. And you would think to yourself like, oh, I can use these powers all willy-nilly. Well, not entirely. The section where he was shooting like monsters and like taking care of the people, but it wasn't like, it was more of a purpose and not a desire. So he started to lose his powers. So it really puts the aspect of, hey, it has to be something that you really love doing. It's like making your hobby into a job. It feels like you lose the desire to do things when you put it into a job type thing. But some people, they're like, oh, it's a job that I'm doing, the one thing that I like, sign me up. And some people are like that. Hey, now we're gonna get to one of key things about this manga, and that's the characters. The characters are all interesting in their own way, and I have to say, the fractured, the side characters that have like the fractured, they all have bad backgrounds. I feel like for some reason all of them have mental illness and they were just given superpowers. I swear to God. And the thing is, I was gonna build up to like the worst, but nah, we're gonna start with the worst character. We're gonna start with the character that because he is in this manga, there will never be an anime. This character single-handedly makes this manga not anime, you know, you could say worthy. And that's because this motherfucker, I would like to say his name is, I would like to rename him P. Diddy Jr. because he does some Diddy ass shit. And like, okay, so this is what he does, right? The main character met this guy at the wedding, and I don't know. It was probably related. It doesn't really matter too much. And what this guy does, he's 27 years old, and what he does is that he looks at a girl. He's like, man, she's very beautiful. Now, does he talk to her? No. Does he try to riz her up or anything like that, or even try to do anything of that? No. This is what this motherfucker does, right? This fucking sick ass motherfucker fucking looks at a girl that he likes, and then he basically finds out her schedule, like Batman shit. Like he's doing some Batman. He finds out her schedule, then he coerces the manager to give him a spare key, and then after that, he fucking goes into the fucking apartment. P. Diddy fused with Batman. Horrible combination. Scary combination. Then he fucking put cameras all over the fucking bitch's room. And then, well, you know what happens. I don't even have to tell you. All I can say is that, and your imagination can just go wild. Because if you're thinking what I think you're thinking, and he's, messing with himself while their privacy is being invaded, then yeah, you know what I'm thinking. I know what you're thinking. We don't really have to talk about it that much. But the worst thing about this fucking shit, okay? This fucking author right here decided, you know what? That ain't enough. That's not enough. Why don't we give him fucking hentai powers? I am not joking with you. The author just said to himself, you know what? This sick ass P. Diddy / Batman motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking give him hentai powers. Because what the fuck you mean I'm not gonna give him hentai powers? I'm like, yo, I straight the fuck up was like, you gave this motherfucker hentai powers. You gave this nigga fucking hentai powers. What the fuck you think he's gonna do? You know what his hentai powers is? I could just give you a diagram right here. Boom. This is what his hentai powers is. Shove that shit right down your fucking throat. Just all in that shit. And then next thing you know, that's it. You're done. It is over. And the fucking worst thing about it is that it's a drug. It's a fucking drug. That means you'll have withdrawals. And he was just fucking going wild with that shit. Bitch, different bitch every day. Fucking just trying to savor everything. But then guess what? Guess the fuck what? And even before the author gave him hentai powers, I just want to put this excerpt. While he was doing his dirty deed in his room, he had this he has these you can say epiphanies. No, I wouldn't say epiphany. I would say no nut clarity, where it's like, damn, I'm 27 and I'm doing this. Am I gonna do this for the rest of my fucking life? No nut clarity. When he had it when he was fucking the bitches, he said, man, I feel empty. Like I haven't been, just busting nuts into fucking bitches that you don't fucking know. You're fucking nasty as fuck, I'll tell you that. But, I gotta say, uh, going through, I would have to say my reality is kind of nasty because, P. Diddy is out. And motherfuckers, his fans was just splashing baby oil all over them fucking selves. Man, I still love the hell out of my people. But it really shows that, things can get pretty weird and life can imitate art just because I could just look at this and think of the Boondocks. But I can just look at this and be like, oh, it's just idolatry. And idolatry is common with everybody. I mean, just look at Charlie Kirk, for example. Idolatry. Trump. Idolatry. It's always like that. But aside from that, we have other characters but we would have to get through it pretty fast because I know this video is going to be pretty long. So we have one of the characters that is the love interest of the main character that's beside his ex bad thing happened to her, but she was pretty cool in the beginning. She was kind of cold and she really didn't open up, but then later throughout the manga she starts to open up to the main character, which I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. But the thing is that she would say some wild out of pocket shit. Like she would say some weird shit like, I want your jeans, or you're an interesting creature. Like just the most out of pocket shit that you would never hear any woman say in their natural given life. And then there's this one guy that is kind of like the antagonist to the protagonist. That man, he has a weird ideology. I mean, like, he likes people that are selfish. To me, I'm like, yo, man, this guy is like the craziest guy because he will just cause a problem. It's like when you see him in the manga, you know that some shit is gonna go down and it's gonna be the worst of the worst. But to the opposite of that, we have this one guy that is all about justice, all about like trying to make this world a better place, even when it gets into like how do I say, close to, he tries to get it close to utopia like, but it's like it's impossible. He tries to do the impossible and it just, for some reason, it just burns him in the end. And then here comes the one that is kind of my favorite, and it's like the girl that always wants to help out. Like she always is like the best girl. She wants to help you out. Her desire was to just help people. And like it's crazy because she just has healing power, and let me just tell you this. The group would be nothing without her healing powers. Nothing. So at this point in time, she was like, how can I say it? It wasn't like she's the backbone, but she really helped out the group. And then now the real backbone is when this other girl, she is basically the backbone, because when everything fell apart, she held it up the most. And the thing is, she got to live her dream of what she wanted to do. So basically, she helped the whole country out and like figure out everything that's going on. But at the same time, it's like she got to do what she wanted, and I would say that's an A+ to me. Now, I have to say, the setting is basically, normal Japan, but just with some wacky shit happening. And on top of that, I would also say that I know that there's probably in future chapters there's going to be like America trying to, take these powers and use them for their own means, because America is America. So stuff like that happens. But does it happen? Who knows? You gotta read it. Now, as of now, I would say, man, before I get into the review, let's just appreciate the art and the stupid ass dumb ass faces that they just make up. Cause you're gonna see a theme, and that I just like mangas that just like have these wacky faces that these artists draw, and it's just hilarious to me just to see all of the faces and expressions that people draw and make. But at the same time, I would say that should you read this manga? Yes, but there is this one point where it's like you get that addicting feeling like, hey, I want to know what's the next chapter and what's the next chapter. Then it gets to a point where you stop. Like there is an exact point that I think everyone gets to, and then they stop reading. And I think I know that one point, but at the same time, it's probably because of the weird subplot. But it gets interesting. The subplot is kind of interesting as well, in a point of view, like in a different point of view. But other than that, I would say that if you should give this a read. And is it what number should I give this? Is it a 10 out of 10? No. Is it a 9 out of 10? No. 8? No. 7? Meh. I would give it a good 6.5, because there's some things that people will do and say that you're gonna be like, what the fuck, and you're not gonna feel like reading it. So I would give it that. And on top of that, I know this video took a long time. I've been working almost every day. Yeah, I think it's kind of illegal for me to do this, but yeah. But I hope that you guys have a great day. And Jay Bridges out.